Hi, this is Chris Reddick with Chris Reddick Financial Planning. In this blog post, I talk about big changes ahead, what the new tax law means for you. So the One Big Beautiful Bill Act was signed into law by the President on July 4th, 2025. So what are some of the big provisions in this law, and how would they perhaps impact you? So one of the most important things is that tax rates that were lowered in 2017 because of the Tax Cut and Jobs Act remain permanent. Okay, so they're not increasing. So if Congress didn't pass the One Big Beautiful Bill, actually tax rates would go up in 2026. The standard deduction is going up a little bit in 2025. So if you're married, it's $31,500. So that was part of the bill. The next thing is a lot of discussion on tips and overtime, auto interest, and seniors deductions. Okay, so these are other areas where the standard deduction is increased. So new deductions in those four areas. So if you have any work that you have tips, you can deduct up to $25,000 against your ordinary income as a deduction. All right, and another really big one is a child tax credit. So it goes from $2,000 to $2,200 per child in 2025, and this is actually adjusted for inflation. So that's an interesting change. And then Trump accounts. So we'll hear more about those, but that's a way to save for education, a first home, and so forth. Okay, and then the next one is the SALT, state and local tax deduction, temporarily increases to $40,000 starting in 2025. Okay, so that's another. So if you itemize your deduction, you can take advantage of that and lower your taxable income. The corporate tax rate remains the same at 21%. The QBI deduction of 20% for pass-through deduction is made permanent. Bonus depreciation, and then alternative minimum tax. What was interesting, there's now fewer incentives for green energy. So many of the green energy tax credits for electric vehicles are being phased out. All right, so a lot of changes because of the Big Beautiful Bill, but really the major thing is that taxes aren't going to increase next year, right? If the Congress didn't act, your taxes would increase for not all individuals, but many individuals. All right, if you want to learn more about tax planning, reach out to me on the contact page below.